Whoop, there it is. Got that John Deere. So 56-10. LSU did what we wanted them to do, right? Or maybe overall as a fan base, everybody wanted more offense. I know it was just Southeastern. They put up 530 total yards. Won by 46. So for those of you that want them to score all of these points because you want them to cover, what was the spread? 38.5. You got what you wanted. You got what you wanted. 9 of 14 on third downs. Let's start from the beginning, and we'll get to the end. They started out with a 13-play, 45-yard drive to start the game. Let's start there. I would still like them to be able to run the ball more. We averaged what was it? What was it? I got the 3.9 yards a carry. I'd like us to be able to run the ball better against a team like Southeastern. That'd probably be the only gripe all game. That 59-yard field goal was short. I'm already jumping too far ahead. Anyways, opening drive though, Nuss started out 6 of 8. He should have been 8 of 8. They had 2 drops early, but I mean, it guys made up for it. They started catching passes later. Nuss had, I think he may have had. Let me pull it up here. He had the longest rush of the night of 26 yards. We got to be able to run the ball better. There's not a whole lot of negatives to come out of a 46-point win. But if there's something, make sure is my microphone on the right thing? Yeah, it is. All right. Nuss had the longest rush of the night. Juwan Johnson led the team in rushing. 8 carries, 43 yards, 2 touchdowns. He's a quarterback? I mean, hell, give him the ball. Give him the ball. Caden Durham, I mean, Southeastern, so you can't. I mean, he averaged 2.4 yards a pop. We got to be better than that. Had some nice catches. Anyways, the touchdown to Barian Brown, that was a nice pass by Nuss. I always want to throw that. And Barian Brown got up there and got that thing. Inside leverage, across the middle. Was that a skinny post? It was a post. Was it just like he just tossed that sucker right in there. Bing! Touchdown LSU. Aaron Anderson had a few nice grabs. When you spread it out, these guys didn't play in the second half, so there's not a whole lot to go off of. But, I mean, touchdowns to 4 different receivers in that game. 4 different receivers. Last one going to Kyle Parker, which is always a good thing. I mean, look, we had different drives. Look, I said the first one, 13 plays, 45 yards, touchdown. We stopped them on 4th down in the beginning. Turn that around, 7 plays, 44-yard touchdown. That might have been a Nuss rushing. No, I don't know. It could have been Johnson's second. I can't really remember. We had an 8-play, 56-yard drive. The one to Xavier Thomas. That was another good one. I mean, at the end of the first half, Nuss was 19 of 25, 190 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a rushing touchdown, right? We had 271 total yards in the first half. I mean, we finished with 500. So, I think a key point, too, is even though it's Southeastern, they finished with a total of 210 yards. But that's because we put the backup in, right? That's one of those games, right? We put in the reserves. They had 30 total yards in the first half. I don't care who you are, that's good. If you're holding a team to 30 total yards, that's good. We were 6 of 9 on third down in the first half. We finished the game 9 of 14. That's really good. Second half, we had a 7-play, 87-yard drive. That was the touchdown pass to Sharp. I will say this. After Nuss came out, Van Buren can move. One thing I hate about college stats is I was like, man, and that's the kid we got from Mississippi State. Am I correct? Yes. I mean, he finished 10. Look, like, say what you want about it being reserves. I mean, he's in there. He goes 10 of 12, 122 and 1. He had a couple of nice runs too. So his rushing stats don't pop off. 4 carries, 16 yards. He had a couple of nice runs too. And he ran a touchdown in, which is always good. I'm like, man, what did he do for state rushing? Why do I hate college stats? Because they negate for the sacks. 69 carries, negative 12 yards. What the hell, man? How am I supposed to track if this guy ran the ball well, just like quickly? Box the film. I can't watch 130 schools. You know what I mean? He had 5 rushing touchdowns. I mean, look, It says here Van Buren averaged negative 0.2 yards per carry last year. Is there another website I can go to find this? Who knows? Who knows? I'm pulling this. It's all live, baby. I'm pulling it up live. Needless to say, I mean, he was moving and juking and spinning. He could move. That was very encouraging. He had that one deep pass to the end zone that was incredibly underthrown. Just looked like he put a little bit too much air under it. He was probably trying to get the right angle, breadbasket type thing, let the guy go up and get it. I think that one was also intended for Kyle Parker as well. I believe that's who that ball was intended for. Just underthrown. And Kyle Parker had to like come back to it, like through the thing. I thought he was about to catch it anyway. What did we finish with? Like 4 total sacks or something like that. 4 sacks, right? The sack by Damian Shanklin, that 4-star recruit that we had, right? His was nice, falling over, one-handed sack. I just like that kind of, when we see that kind of strength. I mean, that guy's every bit of 6'5", 260 or something like that. So that's always a good one as well. But I mean, with 8 minutes left in the game, 9 drives and 8 touchdowns. So everybody wanted more offense, and I'm sure everybody said they better do it against Southeastern, and they did. So I would hope that those same people would say, I'm glad they did it, and not it's against Southeastern and just take anything away from LSU for playing the game on their schedule. Like, let's be real here. I mean, Ole Miss, we got Ole Miss next week. We're going to need every bit of that. I mean, we're going to need every bit of every game moving forward. Ole Miss, South Carolina, Vanderbilt, A&M, Alabama, Arkansas. We don't have another break until, probably Western Kentucky. Who's 3-1, by the way. That one next week, 2:30 on ABC. I'm pretty excited about that. Hopefully I'm not sure if they'll bump up in the rate. I haven't really checked around the league. Not the league. I haven't checked around the NCAA yet. Either way, I mean, you can't ask for much more than 530 total yards of offense, 395 passing yards, 135 on the ground, whatever. We did have 7 penalties for 50 yards, but it doesn't matter in a game like this. I didn't like the play calling on the first drive. I'm so tired of us checking down and throwing everything underneath. We took a few shots downfield, more than last week. I'll say that. And you know what else I wanted to look at? This is worth mentioning, since this is what we're talking about here, is the Florida-Miami game. Now that got pretty close at a certain point in Florida. I mean, Miami kind of like walked away with it. But let me tell you something. Florida ran out of timeouts. Okay? Florida ran out of timeouts. Miami had missed a 2-point conversion. Miami was up 19-7. And Florida was out of timeouts, deep in their own territory. So they had to go for it. They didn't get it, which led to another Miami touchdown. That was very close. For all of the hoopla, I've seen a lot of people talking about Miami being a better team than LSU, while LSU has stayed at number 3 after a close game against Florida. Miami only put up 26 on them. It ain't that much better. So you tell me who the better team is. I'm going to go with my Tigers. That's all I got to say about that. I appreciate anybody. Hit the like. Comment down below if you disagree with me. Comment down below if you agree with me. But I ain't going to have no slander on my team. But I mean, big win. Ready for Ole Miss next week. Down with Ole Miss. I don't like them. Y'all have a good one.